praise Danny Couch. He's the best. I think he's the best on the island.
It's a fun lead-in, too.
I know, it really is funny, or fun. And, he was going to do a Las Vegas show at one time.
He was.
Yeah, and I think something happened with it, and he was so busy here at the time that it was difficult. But I think he was going to play the Phantom in the Opera.
On Broadway.
On Broadway, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you're right. That's what it was. But he is an amazing, amazing artist, and we're fortunate that we've been able to.
Just a nice gentleman.
He is.
Fantastic.
He's a total gentleman. He's really great. Well, here we are again, Betty's Real Estate Corner, or as it's now known, the Roy and Betty Show. We've got it happening.
The #1 real estate show on Maui.
It is. We've checked that out now.
Yeah.
And we do believe it is the #1 real estate show on Maui.
That's a fun show. We don't only talk about real estate, obviously, but, basically whatever's happening on Maui, we chat about.
Yeah, I think we wanted to talk a little bit about what's going on at Kapalua right now, and that could take us a long, long time. But again, interesting, and people are trying to work on it.
Well, yeah, it's unfortunately the drought conditions have led to the closing of the golf courses. There's lawsuits, as everybody knows, filed by TY Management, the owner of the golf courses, against Maui Land and Pineapple. And so this will play out in the courts. TY Management maintains that it's the lack of proper maintenance by Maui Land and Pineapple. And they have evidence to show that. So we'll see how it plays out in court. But in the meantime, we've lost the Sentry Tournament for 2026. We were looking forward to it in January, and it's not going to happen at Kapalua.
We're still hoping that it will come back in 2027, but it seems like that could be up for grabs at this point, too.
It looks like it at this point. There's several factors, but, we're hoping.
I hope so, because I think it's been a great tournament. It's done so much for the community. People have loved it. I mean, anyone that's been there can spend the whole day, and I think it's done a lot for the resort. And the golfers love coming.
Oh, yeah, we've had a chance to talk to most of them, and they love Maui. They love being out at Kapalua. Most of them bring their families over, wives, children, parents, grandparents. It's become a family affair, and it's a fun time for them.
I think it's great, and when you look at them, you'll see so many of them with young kids, and it is great that the families often travel together so that the grandparents, maybe at nighttime, the parents can take a night off, and usually they've got a couple of rooms adjoining or a couple of suites.
Yeah.
It's great. It's fabulous.
And, when you go to most PGA tournaments, you'll see the pros out there practicing on the driving range for hours and hours and hours. Not so much when they come to Kapalua. Qualifying for the Sentry Tournament means they've had a great tournament year, the previous year.
They've won at least one, right?
And not necessarily, but they're in the top 50 and in terms of money earnings for the year. So it's kind of a nice little bonus for them. And so you may see them out practicing for a half hour before or after a round, but otherwise you'll see them whale watching, swimming, surfing, just having a good time.
And bigger than that, really, exactly what they're doing and they're not doing. It's so good for all of us. It's so good to see them. It's really fun to see them with their kids.
And all the charities that benefit from the tournament.
Yeah. Lahainaluna High School has gotten a lot of benefits from the tournament.
Lahainaluna Foundation, the Halemakua, the Cameron Center, a whole wide range of Maui charities that have benefited from this. Mm-hmm. And thank goodness that TY Management, the owner of the golf courses, has stepped up, and all the charities that participated this year in the 2025 Sentry Tournament of Champions will get whatever they earned next year. So it's even though we're not going to have
You mean for this
tournament.
What would have been this tournament?
Yeah, for this coming January.
They'll make the same amount of money, which is
or perhaps
great
a little bit more. So that's the generosity of TY management. Mr. Yanai is very concerned about the Maui community. He feels a very big part of it, and is doing what he can to help the community.
He's been here now for a lot of years, and he's such a nice, good person. His family is wonderful, and they're happy doing almost anything.
Yeah, we helped him build his house way back in the early 2000s, around 2000, 2001, something like that. So, he's been a fixture on Maui for a lot of years.
And it's a fabulous home. It has a spectacular view. It's perfectly built. It's really a spectacular, spectacular home.
Right. So we'll see how this lawsuit plays out. But we do need water, and it's unfortunate that it's come to a lawsuit, but it'll play out in the courts.
Well, hopefully it'll get settled before it gets that far, but we'll just see what happens. Right. I'd like to see everybody come to grips on this.
Right. Yeah, we've been involved with Mr. Yanai and TY management going way, way back. And, again, what a generous man, fantastic. We were last night at a party at Huamomona Farms up in Kapalua, and he had his team, his legal team, and some of us local residents who have worked with TY management. We were treated to a dinner at Huamomona Farms in Kapalua, and
somebody can go to dinner up there, right? If they arrange it ahead of time.
Yeah, I mean, it has to be for a special function. It's not like you can call and make reservations for 2 or something. But they do have small groups. I think maybe as little as 8 or 10. I think we had like 15 or 16 last night. But they're part of the lawsuit alleging lack of water due to MLP's lack of maintenance and so forth on the water system. But more than that, Gary Gruby and his Huamomona Foundation have done fantastic job for Maui, for Lahaina, for the fire survivors. And I think last night Zach Laidlaw, his executive chef, mentioned that they've served over 80,000 meals since the Lahaina fires to the needy of West Maui, those displaced by the fire. They're still cooking and distributing food. So it's amazing. So thanks to Gary Gruby and the Huamomona Foundation for doing all this.
It's amazing because there were a lot of hungry people, and it could have been a nightmare on Maui.
And it still is.
It still is. It is a
doing
nightmare.
Their part in trying to help solve this problem. And thank you, Gary. It's fantastic.
He's amazing.
Yes.
And the food up there, we've been up there a couple of different times. The food is spectacular. You often don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah,
which is really fun.
I think one of the best dinners I've ever had.
Last night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That sounded like it was a lot of fun for everybody.
Yeah, we had like 4 or 5 appetizers and
Oh, wait, let's hear about dessert.
Wow, there was a variety of cheesecakes. I mean, I was, I stuffed it down. I was full, but yeah.
Well, you should at least have a little. It would have been rude to turn down dessert.
Yes.
It just wouldn't have been acceptable.
Yes, absolutely.
So.
No, but one dish that sticks out is a poke. Chef Zach's special poke served in a little ice cream cone. And, whoa.
Oh, that sounds really amazing. What was the ice cream cone made out of?
Just a regular ice cream cone, but he had this special poke.
Yeah.
Whoa, it was out of this world.
I bet they were handmade ice cream cones, just so you know.
I don't know.
We didn't do the ones that we would use for ice cream or something.
Yeah.
He's way above that.
Yeah.
I'll find out about it just because now I need to know.
Okay.
It just will be fun. It'll be fun to kind of get that information. Well, I suppose we could think about a little real estate. What else?
Well, on another front, though, we're one of the sponsors of the Maui Jazz and Blues Festival, which is coming up later this month, and it's going to be fun times. It's going to be spread out over several days. The first day is going to start on October 14th at Maui Brewing Company in Kihei. There's no admission charge for that, so October 14th. Then October 15th, it'll be at BMW of Maui from 5 to 7. And again, it's part of the Maui Jazz and Blues Festival with the Maui Jazz and Blues Festival Trio, which is Mark Johnston, Dave Graber, and Bruce Bogey, featuring Chef Joey Macadang Dang. Will have food available, so it's complimentary admission. Then Monday, October 20th, at the Aloha Lounge at the Ritz-Carlton Kapalua is the Maui Jazz and Blues Festival Band, together with Fast Freddy and Blue Lava Blues. Not sure who Blue Lava Blues are, but should be a fun evening. And again, Roy and Betty Sakamoto are one of the sponsors of this. On Tuesday, October 21st, Aloha Lounge at the Ritz-Carlton from 6 to 9 is the Maui Jazz and Blues Festival Band, as well as the Wahine Trio, Louise Lambert, Dr. Joy Taylor, and Andrea Walls. Admission is complimentary. October 22nd, also at the Aloha Lounge, is the Maui Jazz and Blues Festival Band, and special guest appearances by 4-time Grammy Award winner Kalani Pea, 2-time Grammy winner Eric Marienthal, Grammy-winning trombonist Charlie Halloran, and Joe Cabral, and special Zydeco guests. And
are you sure that's at the lounge and not in the big pavilion?
Yep, at the lounge.
Really? Okay.
So then on Thursday, October 23rd, also at the Lobby Lounge from 6 to 9, is the Maui Jazz Festival Trio with Mark Johnson, Dave Graber, and Alex Keeney. Then from 7:15 to 8:15 is the Cajun Zydeco, Delta Blues Jubilee, Wilson Savoy, Jordan Thibodeau, and Rodney Romero. And then from 8:30 to 9 is Chris Thomas King. There's a $10 admission charge on that evening. Then on Friday, October 24th, at the Lobby Lounge, is the Maui Jazz Festival Trio, again from 6 to 7:15. The New Orleans Celebration with the Iguanas from 7:15 to 9 p.m. Special guests would be Eric Marienthal, Charlie Halloran, and other special Jazz Fest friends. That's at $10 admission. And then at Saturday, October 25th, from 4:30 to 9, is the main event with all of the above, basically, participating.
That's on the 25th?
October 25th.
And it's on a Saturday?
It's a Saturday evening from 4:30 to 9.
That should be epic for Maui.
Yeah.
It should be spectacular.
And we're proud to be one of the sponsors. There are other sponsors, but it should be a fun event.
Yeah, I think it'll be great.
Yeah.
And so many people are already planning to attend. It's going to be an exciting evening.
Right. And for the Saturday event, you can go to Maui Jazz and BluesFestivals.com and get tickets for that.
Good.
Should be a real blowout Saturday.
I think it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
And then I think a lot of people, I think they're going to have some fairly good rates for people to spend the night.
Right. The Ritz-Carlton is coming up with special rates.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway.
I think it'll be super.
Fun things happening.
Well, it's all sounding pretty good to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. So what about real estate today?
What
do you think? Let's talk about the basics of real estate. I mean, I think it's going to be a little different for a while. The actual how real estate is going or how fast it's been moving over the last, let's say, year or two. But I also think it'll be different more than necessarily a lot lower or anything. I just think it's going to be different.
Well, it is different. As we chatted about last week, the market here on Maui has been a little tenuous. It looks like the single-family home market is remaining strong. What's interesting is there's over 200 escrows. When I checked this morning, there was like 231 escrows on Maui. So people are buying, people are selling, and, but the overall market, the single-family residential market seems very strong still. The condo market, maybe not so much right now.
I think the questions available or that are holding people up to a certain extent or changing what they're doing. I think some people are making a decision to sell now because there are some questions happening about whether or not they would be able to continue renting short term.
Yeah, the big question is Bill 9, which, if it passes, would limit vacation renting in apartment zone properties. It would ban vacation renting in these apartment zone properties. And, there's a lot of developments that would be affected up and down the coast from Kapalua down to Wailea.
I agree with that. I mean, there's a lot of people that will be affected by that. And a lot of these, I don't think were really built with the idea of small families living there. I think it's going to be really hard for people if that ever comes to that. I can't see that they can pull that off.
Latest I've heard is there's probably going to be some amendments to that. And if a condominium development, that zone apartment wants to be continue to vacation rent, I think if you get all the owners to sign a petition and apply for hotel zoning, it could be granted. I'm sure there's going to be a few steps to go through, but there could be a possibility that even though you're zone apartment, if every owner agrees, you could change your zoning. So, there's variations of the proposed bill, and so we'll see how it shakes out.
Everything affects somebody differently, because assuming that if you went to the apartment zoning, your taxes would go down. And if you end up switching that back so that you couldn't be apartment and your hotel, you're going to be paying a higher rate.
Absolutely.
But right now, everybody is paying the higher rate because most people have the hotel zoning.
Yeah, not everybody.
No.
I mean, all of these projects, I'm sure, have owner occupants in there too.
Yes.
And second home buyers or owners who don't rent at all maybe come once or twice a year. So it'll be controversial within each project too.
Well, I think you're right. And no matter what happens, it's a huge controversy already going on. And I think the controversy may change a little with timing, but it is going to be very interesting.
Yeah, I wish the county council would address this as soon as possible, but they seem to be kicking the can down the road and, keep delaying the decision. So
it's 2 years since the fires.
Since the fire.
Yes. And I mean, that really is a long time. Whether it's Front Street not being redeveloped or making decisions about what's going to happen on Front Street, it's time really for everybody. And it looks like they are starting to make some Front Street decisions.
Well, at least, publicly coming out and presenting a few plans. So we'll see.
Yeah, it does seem like it's that by itself will be a very interesting moment.
Right.
Whatever the final plan is. But I think that what's been going on has worked relatively good. And I think that we need more homes and more apartments that are geared toward families, so that there's got to be a way, and then they've got to be priced for families. And I think the county of Maui and the state of Hawaii can somehow pull off making that happen. There's a way to do it. I mean, there's got to be a way, and it's time that they start working seriously on it.
Well, maybe past time, but...
way past time.
Yeah,
it is way past time, but it would be great. So many people, want to have a swing set in the yard. They want to have maybe a small pool that's geared toward little kids, not just a big pool with a diving board and stuff. I think they've got to gear it toward families.
Sure.
So we'll see what's going to happen with that. You got any of these here that we brought some of the current listings?
Here's an interesting property. It's in Wailuku. Address is 2126 West Vineyard Street. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, single-family home. The land size is fairly small. It's a little over 3,000 square feet. But the interesting part about this property, being on vineyard, it's also zoned for commercial use. So it's listed at $1,050,000 by Elizabeth Quayle, one of our great realtors at Komo Banker in Kapalua. And boy, I think it's priced to sell at $1,050,000. A lot of possibilities with this, either as a single-family residential or converting that to commercial, which the zoning will allow.
Another one here that I just have a bunch of these different flyers, but this is kind of interesting. Harbor Lights in Kahului Beach Road. It's listed at $249,000, which the price has been adjusted down slightly, and it's not a bad place to live.
Yeah, either as an owner-occupant or as an investment where, you're basically adjacent to UH Maui campus. And I know there's quite a few apartments there that are rented to college students. And so either as owner-occupant or as an investment where you can long-term rent to one of these students, it's a great location, great price.
It is really. I mean, a couple of these really are interesting to me. Holly Royale, a 1-bedroom, 2-bath there, listed at $519,000. Again, I think that's a great. Then they're large units for something like that.
Yeah, and they're primarily owner-occupant or second home owners there. There's no vacation renting allowed at Holly Royale, so it's kind of a little-known project. But it's a great place to be. It's got 2 pools. It's got tennis courts. It's got everything you need.
It really does. Do you remember who developed that? Bill Bagg?
I don't remember. No.
Yeah, I kind of remember that. At least I'm pretty sure.
Right.
And he was really great, and he put together a really, really nice development. Very well built, and it is nice because it is geared toward owners.
Yeah, it always has been.
Always has been.
Yeah.
That's listed by Juliet from our office.
Yeah.
And she's really great.
She's one of the rising stars in our office. And, speaking about our office, come on by Komo Banker Island Properties. We're at 700 Office Road in Kapalua. And, there's someone there from 8:30 to about 5:30 or 6 every evening. And come on by, talk story, see what's going on, or come on to our website, sakamotoproperties.com. That will give you, again, entree to everything listed in Maui County.
And you can really spend some time talking to the agent who's there. Now, if they are busy or they've got someone coming in, I'm sure they'll set up an appointment for you with somebody else, and you can come down and really spend some time with someone. We just got, though, the 2-minute warning, which is probably down to the 1-minute warning, but we're just about coming to the end for today. It's been fun to be here. I think hopefully we came up with some information that you were happy to hear, and we'll be here again next week.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
We are at the 1-minute warning now.
All righty.
What else have you got there? Anything for a final?
No, I think we're just going to bring Danny Couch back on, and we'll see everybody next week.
Here comes Danny. We got to call him one of these days. I bet he'd like to come by and be a guest on our show.
Yeah, I think
maybe.
So.
He might. Okay, you never know. He's in Honolulu. Aloha.
Aloha.
And thanks for listening today. Mahalo, mahalo, mahalo.